another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. And hello. Hey, what's going on, my babies, my darlings, my sugar plums, my apple dumplings, honey. What's up? What is your tea, everyone? What is your tea, honey? I know you have all of your crumpets together, my darling, because you know what time it is, honey. It's time to dish tea. I know you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's your tea? What's up? Thank you for coming on up in here with me. I'm waiting on my co-host to join me and things of that nature, honey. I'm hoping we have a fun show this evening. I'm trying not to get too heavy and too that way or whatever. However, we just might go there because y'all know how I am, honey. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Wait a minute. I wasn't supposed to be all up on the computer like this, child. Y'all getting all in my nostrils and shit. Hold on. I'm trying to turn this light. That's better. Because usually y'all see my little bookcases and whatever, but they're a little dark today. And I just want to highlight my lights. That's better. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. So that there is that. What's up? Listen, today has been one of those days. You know, I've had meetings and carrying on this morning. And we're preparing for the next round of elections here. We got runoffs and carrying on that's going on. So I know here in Georgia, we have a runoff that's going to be on the 21st of this month, and things of that nature. And then, of course, we're preparing for November. So y'all, everybody know, those of y'all in your different states or whatever, either you're voting for governors or senators or whatever across the country. So a lot of us are preparing for November elections. Okay. So I went to go. Yeah, I really consider myself to be an independent. Okay. However, because we are a two-party system, you know, I work with the South Florida Democrats. Okay. And this is relatively new for me because I've never been involved in, you know, party style information and carrying on. So it's relatively new. And I'm co-captain. Okay. I'm co-captain for the College Park District. And my fellow captain, you know, he and I, we've got to really strategize because what we need to do is create a bank of people or whatever and carry on. So this is where I'm going to need you tea sippers to come in because at this particular point, okay, right, okay. At this particular point, you know, we're going to need folks to get involved in the phone banks and carrying on. I didn't realize that they have a texting system. So, you know, now that we got telephones that carrying on, so instead of everybody flooding your emails with a lot of spam messages and carrying on, they send you text messages. And I kind of like the text messages or whatever because you can always opt out by hitting stop and sending it back, and it'll however the system sets up, it'll knock it out and carrying on, right? But nonetheless, it gives us a way of communicating and carrying on, because not everybody likes to get, telephone calls. Remember back in the day before we had texting and carrying on, you get these random phone calls, and we still get them from bill collectors and those who are trying to sell you some shit. But the phone banks are carrying on. We're trying to make sure everyone gets, they out, they are registered to vote and carrying on. I wish that they had a way to put in the system those who don't want to register because of religious reasons and carrying on, so that we can stop. But I feel as though we bugging them. If they're not going to do it, if they ain't done it by now, a lot of them are not going to do it. Is my opinion. No, that's more than an opinion. That's just how I feel, honey. I feel that, because I look at it from this particular perspective. I know how I am when folks get on my motherfucking nerves, always asking for something, right? I heard you the first time, and this is why being a promoter, handing out flyers and carrying on, I used to be excellent with that when I was a child, okay? Because it was all about, not taking no for an answer. But on the flip side of that, I don't like being badgered, okay? I heard you the first 12 times that you said it, okay? Now you're about to piss me off, and I'm going to say, fuck it, okay? And if I feel like that, I know other folks, there's a number of us that feel the exact same way. And so, I understand about being persistent. It's one thing to be persistent. It's another thing to be a motherfucking nag, okay? And when you start to nag me, that will piss me the fuck off, okay? Point blank exclamation point, okay? Yeah, that will piss me all the way off. So I go into situations like that, considering if I was on the receiving end of it, So that there is that. But nonetheless, we want to get everybody up in arms and get you excited about voting and carrying on. And I was telling everybody, we need comprehensive voter education. Okay, and what I mean by that is, how many of y'all ever, when you go to vote and you look at the ballot, you don't know why you voting for those particular positions and carrying on. You don't know why you voting for the Superior Court judge, or why I got to vote for a county clerk, or why I got to vote for a Secretary of State. A lot of the times you don't know why you're voting for these people. You don't understand what the job requires. We don't understand that. So if you don't understand it, oftentimes you voting on a name because you just saw the name on the sign as you was walking up to the polling place, and okay, I did see that name. Or if you are, trying to play the lesser of the two evils, if you're trying to vote black, because you vote for the blackest sounding name. How many of y'all play any, mini, miny, mo? Okay, that name sound good, because you didn't want to destroy or throw away a vote. You know what I'm saying? Or leave it blank. I always say this: if you don't know the candidates and there is an incumbent on the ballot, always vote the incumbent first. If you don't know, then what you do is you pay attention from that point on at the incumbent's record, because now you have a base. You start watching what this person is doing. You start listening to stuff and carrying on, so that when it's time to reelect, you know whether or not you want to keep this person or get them the fuck out of office. Okay? Now, that's my strategy whenever I don't know anything. But we need comprehensive education, comprehensive voter education, so that you guys will know what's on the ballots and why these positions are important. And I think we're probably going to dedicate a show to doing that. I'm going to get a ballot, of course, because I'm here in Georgia. But what I want to do is go down each particular description of the position. You're voting for Superior Court judge, or you're voting for, like I said, the county clerk, or agriculture, or somebody. Whatever this is, you want to make sure that you understand why you're voting for them, so that it doesn't become an issue. So, because see, a lot of y'all don't know your Superior Court judges and carrying on. Those are the children, honey, that's your traffic court judges and all of that. For those of y'all who paying child support or whatever, you want to make sure that you got a judge up in there that's going to be fair. That's not going to sit down there and just take your money and then want to throw you off in jail because they got an attitude problem. See, a lot of that's what a lot of folks don't realize and don't know and don't care to know, and this, that, and the other. You know, Stan is up in here, honey. We say this all the time. Black folks, we got to get into that jury pool. Y'all got to say, you want a jury of your peers? Well, show up to the damn thing so that they can select you. Hello? You can't have a jury of your peers if you're not there because you scared. You scared that if you get picked to be a juror, depending on the case, you know, you don't want you feel as though you snitching or you gonna get sitting up. Bitch, if you don't get your ass up and go take care of your civic duty. Now I can't. I've tried, but I can't because of my sleep apnea. I know I would doze off. In fact, we just had somebody, they said it on the news a couple of days ago. Somebody was kicked off of a judge because he was falling asleep on in the court. And that would be me. So I can't because of that will hinder me. But those of you who can and carrying on, honey, get your ass up, get down there and answer the call whenever you get summons for jury duty. Go down there so that you can be in the pool. Okay, so that because some of these folks, honey, can get railroaded because they have a jury of their supposed peers and they're not a face on there look like them. And then if you got white supremacists and carrying on, and those who just feel like they want to railroad black folks or black women or these teenage boys or whatever, or come in prejudice and say, oh, they just thugs anyway. Yeah, we have to be able to, and then not just go down there to serve, but be ready to sit down and to fight for the case. See, that's what you got to be on there to really listen to the case and fight for it. Don't just go down there and say, oh, well, yeah, they did it. And we just go, no, listen to the evidence. Listen to it. Understand why you're talking. And, ask questions when need be, so that you can sit up there. Some of these folks who get railroaded or whatever, and y'all know that you see it all the time. You see it all of the damn time. Okay. Let me go to the comments again. Hey, Big Meats, this is my tea. What kind of mother tells her daughter you ain't going to your niece's graduation because you look like shit? Oh, my girl, you started off like that. Okay, well, what you say? Okay, hey, Meats, don't you know no good? Hey, what you know no good? That's the name. That's today's show, honey. Okay. She's embarrassed that I gained weight and my slacks I've had for 20 years don't fit me. Girl, you got slacks for 20 years, girl? You okay? Okay, honey. But then it means it's time to go shopping. My girlfriend is taking me shopping, so I'll have some clothes. And I have to get my hair did my Thursday. Well, I'm not going to. Her Highness is too embarrassing. It's too embarrassed. Lord have mercy. You and your mother, honey, are having just the damnedest time, Groove. Stan Beach. What's up, baby? Dad had to sit on her hair to get me to make the arrangement with my girlfriend. Mom was worried about clothes and some hair at my niece's graduation. That's a selfish woman. Baby, okay, yeah, you got tea all day, don't you, girl? Okay. Okay, Charles is up in. Hey, Charles, how are you, darling? Good evening, Michael. What's going on? What's going on? We got to go to social media and watch the men that are watching the ladies and listen to the kids because guns and voting the Bible and stop the steal. Okay, Herschel Walker. Okay, you know what? Okay, Stan, since you want to go there, let me tell y'all something. Anybody here in Georgia who feels as though Herschel Walker is the guy to put up in Congress, y'all already know that's a smokescreen. You already know that is the overplay from the underlay. Okay? That's the overplay for the underlay. Okay? Y'all already know that they are only going to be pawns. This man cannot talk his way out of a bag politically. Okay? And it's sad because he's a nice fella. I've met him on several occasions, okay, and had a conversation with him that wasn't business. Okay? I mean, that wasn't politics, that is, because as long as it's business and this, that, and other, I forget how old he is, honey, but hell, he done made it this long. He has some sense of street intelligence about him, but when it comes down to politics and carrying on, this man could not talk his way out of a goddamn paper bag. He can't talk his way out the bag if the bag was open and he was never in it. Okay? He talks in circles like a lot of them do. And I think that they do so much talking and they said not a damn thing, not a word. Okay. And so if anyone feels as though this is the man to put up against Raphael Warnock, okay, and really want to put him in office, y'all already know that that means that everything about this is about trying to redetermine Georgia as a red state, because everybody was mad when we got blue peaches. Okay, when Georgia became blue peaches and carrying on, honey, that there was the upset. And so a lot of people who call themselves conservative, and I want to ask this question for those of y'all who say you are conservative, what does that fucking mean? I've been asking y'all forever. Every time we get on politics, I ask you, especially if you say you are a black conservative, what does that mean? Because in my head, I consider that term to say black Republican is an oxymoron to me. Okay. And I say oxymoronic because everything about the conservative party has nothing to do, or when you say you're conservative, it has nothing to do with values or whatever, because the Republican Party, and they talk about old school values or old time values, everything that they believe goes pre-1920. And I say pre-1920 because in 1920, that's when women got the right to vote. So before 1920, this still was a white male-regulated world. Women had no power. And of course, we as blacks, we certainly didn't have no power. And it catch this, women had the right to vote, but not black women. Our voting rights didn't come until 1965. That's 5 years before I hit the planet, honey. That was only 5 years before I hit the planet. I'm 52. So that's 57 years ago. We've been allowed to vote. Can you imagine that? It's only been 57 years. So how many of y'all got, your parents are older than that. Your grandparents are older than that. Okay. So all this time, we're trying to sit down here to have our voices heard and to have representation and carrying on. And this is where we are. Now, a lot of you will say, oh, it don't matter with the popular vote this and the electoral college that. This is why we have to get up here. We have to let them folks know what's going on. If we do not let our voices heard, they will snatch it from us. Agent Orange got up in there because the electoral college was trying to be an anti-Obama movement. Everything that we have going on right now is still part of the anti-Obama movement, because the world had a black face. Well, I won't say black face. He was a brown-skinned, biracial president with a black first lady. Okay, so everybody said that's our first black president, but I'm calling it like it is. He was my color, maybe a little 2 shades lighter. He was biracial. And he's a true African-American descendant because his father was from Kenya. So a true African-American descent, biracial man with a black woman straight from Chicago, the south side of Chicago. Okay. Everyone who was upset about that particular move have been trying to do an anti-Obama campaign ever since he got out of office, and they put Agent Orange in. This has been, when he was in office, everything was about tying his hands and trying to make sure they made him, politically, they were trying to give him no power. But yet he was able to do things that nobody else was able to do. He said history. Black folks keep saying he didn't do enough for black folks, but black folks did come up there with the plan. And I say this every time we get on this. Every time y'all say Obama didn't do, what the fuck did you do? Did you lobby? Did you go up there? Did we have a plan? Did we come up there with a specific agenda outside of looking for the brother hookup? No, we did not. You're mad at all these other special interest groups who say, well, you looked out for LGBT, you looked out for them, you looked out for them. Because why? They kept their foot on his motherfucking pulse. Right there, honey. They said, nigga, we're going to step on it. We're going to break this motherfucking wrist, honey. You're going to be lip-wristed just like us if you don't. And then came the compromise. All the other special groups that you say, honey, They came with an agenda. What did we do? We came up there with chicken and shit and thinking, oh, we got the brother up in there. He should know what we doing. He should know because he had to deal with it. No, babies, you got to come up there with a fighting plan. We still don't know what the hell what needs to be on the agenda to talk real. You know? And we did not give him the help. Y'all have to remember, honey, the presidency, the heads of each, the president, the governor, the mayor, they are head, they're figureheads. Okay? They're the face. The power is in the body, the governing body. We got a federal Congress, that's your senators are carrying on. We got state representatives who are your state senators and things. And then on your city, that's your city council. Those are the ones who make the decisions. Okay, the mayor, the governor, and the president don't have no fucking vote. They don't do nothing until after you decided what to say the thing is and they sign it into law or whatever. Or the president does have a veto. I think the governor does too. They can veto some shit. Like, no, we're not doing that. I'm going to exercise the veto. Okay. So that there is that. Okay. But otherwise, you got to put the people up there that's got the power to help push some shit along. And we didn't do that. Okay. We did not do that. 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 Okay, Stan, you said we sank so low in Georgia that we have animals at the ballot, aka Marjorie Horsehead Green. That heifer there, another one who's a talking everything, honey. That bitch there, she I believe she's deranged. I really believe that, honey, because there's no way that you could absolutely believe the shit that's coming out your mouth, girl. A lot of times I think folks, when they're talking to a base, when they're talking to people that they want to impress or whatever, I think they just say something to get their attention. So then that keeps them relevant, that keeps them in the media, that keeps them, with TV time and this, that, and the other. And I think this is what it is. Now, since we on this, let me play y'all something. I'm gonna play two pieces from the same person, honey. Let's get into this because see, child, this girl here, this girl right here, this girl.
Honey bun, why do you need a month to celebrate who you sleep with? Newsflash, nobody cares. You have all your rights, now shut up. You take a Pride Month out to run around the streets with no clothes on and hook up in public, and then you want to run around crying, oh, I'm so oppressed, no one likes me. Well, stop pushing it in everybody's face. No one cares. But the truth of the matter is, you want everyone to care because you need attention. It's 2022. We can barely afford gas in America. Nobody has the time to run around worrying about what you do and policing your actions. Get over your insecurities and leave everyone alone. Oh, and by the way, pride is a sin.
Can I slap that bitch? Wait a minute. I got one more. Let me give you.
Some of us are horrified by Pride Month. You don't celebrate your rights by marching down the streets naked at a pride parade. You don't battle stereotypes that you're promiscuous and can't hold down a proper relationship by having sex behind dumpsters and parading around in a rainbow flag. LGBTQ is nothing more than a Marxist cult separating people based on their sexual orientation or their gender identity. People are so much more than who they're sexually attracted to. They're their character, they're their skill set, they're the fact that they're a good friend. Stop these left-wing totalitarian techniques of separating people based on a facet of their identity. And babe, I promise you, you're not oppressed when every multinational corporation is turning their logo rainbow every June. You need a day tops to celebrate your rights. Give me a freaking break. And by the way, the rainbow flag is God's covenant never to flood the earth again. Get a grip.
Oh, that girl. I call her Christina. Her name is Christian. And for those of you who do not know who that is, that there is Herschel Walker's son. Okay? That's Herschel Walker's son. Okay? 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 I came across that. I said, "Oh no, we must talk about that on this evening." Okay. See, the sad thing is, and I've commented on a couple of her videos just today. And the first one I did, what I just said is that, oh, this girl here is too much. This girl here is too much. See, that is self-hatred at its finest. Okay. That bitch there is the epitome of a self-loathing queen, honey, who acts as if she is, she cannot believe that she's a straight person, honey. I refuse to believe that. If that heifer say this, I'm heterosexual, if that come out of her mouth, if that come out of her mouth, I swear to you, I would tie her up, okay, in a whole bunch of sheets, in rainbow sheets. And I would take a rainbow colored soap, okay, and I would literally wash her motherfucking mouth out with soap. Okay. Okay. But that's self-loathing. And then on top of it, those are all political points and things that this child is on because she has a little podcast or whatever. And, again, those are talking points that, because she claims to be Republican, those are talking points that the children love to be in and carrying on, okay? They love to sit down here. Yeah. What? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Nikki is texting me. And I was trying to see what this is. She asked me to come do something, and yeah. But nonetheless, it's sad because this child here has no clue. She told me something. The kids are sitting up here. Where in the hell is Fly? I know where. Okay, I was sitting there talking with the door open. Fly flew up in here. Sitting up here talking about people having sex behind dumpsters and carrying on. Bitch, how the hell you know that? Unless you was at the damn Pride Parade and watching them. Huh? Now I'll give her points. Everybody knows that during Pride Parade, honey, a lot of the lesbians, honey, who are, this ain't nothing new. Because women, when they was burning the bras and carrying on and want to be able to have the same freedom as men to walk down the street without a shirt on, you get a lot of lesbians who will do that during the Pride Parade and carrying on. Or, they would be scantily clothed. You got the porn stars or whatever. They got the G-strings on and all that. For the eye candy of it all. But, okay, they're not breaking the laws or whatever. The women will have pasties on and things. So then it's not totally nude. And I believe that the law will allow the children to do that. Okay? But this little heifer is going through trying to protest. And then she has all of this little information about this and the third. Girl, give it a rest, honey. You so busy trying to shout and holler and carrying on and don't even understand what the fuck it is, honey. We fighting for your rights too, little closet little child. As flamboyant as you are, I really don't believe she's sexually active because once she found out what dick is, honey, this girl, I'm sure she's going to lose her mind. Or she knows what it is. But just like the church, honey, she one of them sanctified, children, honey, who sit down here and want to condemn homosexuality, honey, in the daytime, honey. But at night, when everybody sleeps, she goes rat-a-tat-tatting. Okay, behind a dumpster. Ooh. Okay. That is sad, but child. And the baby only 22. Now, that's a 22-year-old, honey, with all this bite and this effervescence and carrying on, honey, like she trying to say something, child. And again, all they're talking ain't saying shit. We're dealing with gas, high gas prices in America. Okay, we don't have time, girl, bad. Okay, that's one of the issues, honey. We have several issues that we have to deal with, honey. Okay, he talked in straight lines. At least a circle gets back to the beginning. Herschel don't need votes. He needs a telethon. I like that. Okay. Herschel looks more like a retired by adult star than a politician. Wow. JoJo, did you go there? Damn. And I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that all day. Thank you, darling, for saying the truth of his identity as a biracial African-American President Obama. Because it's true. That there is true. And the part of it is that black folks only wanted him to be black, and the white folks did not want to recognize his white side. How about that? How about that? His mama was white. His grandmama and granddaddy were white. Those are the kids that raised him. Okay, and this, that, and the other, blah, the yakety spleen, and so forth and so on. Okay. And the white children, honey, especially those who were anti-Obama, refused to accept his whiteness or his white side because that's a part of him. White folks didn't want to accept his white side, honey, because they only saw black, and the black children only wanted him to be black. And so the black children wouldn't recognize the white side either. Okay, so, okay. And there you have it. Okay, please tell me that was satire. Child, I want to, princess, but I can't. I can't. Oh my God, Tinkerbell on Mean Girls 2 again. Please, someone get her pregnant right now. Okay, right. Okay, right. I feel like T.S. Madison, bitch, okay, go suck a dick. Okay. Okay. Shit. No, that was satire. Okay. Me doesn't think that she protests too much. Okay. Preach meets darling. Tinkerbell Walker just did her dumbness. Jailmates, get Tinkerbell pregnant. Okay, what's say jailmates, honey? Get her. Get her. Okay. Preach, darling, means Tinkerbell Walker wants attention. Of course she does, darling. Of course she does. Okay, of course she does. Okay, no one would be on the platform like this, and if they didn't want attention. Okay, no one would. But you know what? It leads me to the next point that I want to bring up, and that there is about our platforms. Okay. We're all up under, the whole guise of what social media does and what it is and carrying on. And if you use its powers for good, this is a wonderful tool. However, as you can see, we have a lot of this that folks will sit down and spit a whole bunch of vitriol and want to hide up under the guise of freedom of speech. But yet at the same time, they're hiding how, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. But when you present that opinion, it's not coming across in love or in lightness and caring. It is coming across to be hateful. It comes across in a mean spirit. It comes across to be very demeaning and to ostracize and to criticize and to really, really, really become destructive. It's never constructive. It is destructive. When you have folks like him and carrying on, and these particular people who come on and claiming that, this is my right to say what I want to say. But I want to ask you about that. What about these platforms? Because sometimes you just want to tell certain people, the bitch, just shut the fuck up. And I'm sure I have my own, haters and carrying on who may come to me or may come across me and say, okay, bitch, you too much and blah, 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 blah. I know I've been criticized because they say I rant, going to, like when I'm interviewing folks, I take too long to ask questions or whatever because how I set them up. And, so I get to, okay, Miss Sting, would you just shut up, please? One of those kind of things. But when you get folks who spit a lot of vitriol and who come on here to really demean and to really bring about divide, oftentimes folks are not looking to come together. They're looking to sit down and define everybody who believes that they are right. You got the woke community that want to sit down there and want to scream revolution, but they only want to talk to folks who are revolution minded so that they can sit down there and get an agenda together. It's not about, okay, listen, we need to talk to everybody so that you can understand where we're coming from so that we can get a plan of action. No, you got folks like Boyce Watkins. Okay, well, let me give him his title, Dr. Boyce Watkins. Okay, who will sit down there and tell you, well, this broadcast is for intelligent people, and for black folks. He'll say that wholeheartedly. And if you disagree with him, he will consider you to be dumb and ignorant and really don't want you on his page. So how are you unifying and becoming a place of education? Now, over here on this platform, District Team with Big Meech, my whole thing is you're not going to come up in here and try to run a filibuster, and then not expect for anybody to have something to say back. I believe in the freedom of exchange. I believe that as long as you're on this side of creation and you have a voice, your voice must be heard. Okay. Now, we don't always have to agree, but I believe that your voice must be heard, and you can say what you need to say. At the same time, if you're saying what you need to say, I really believe that the art of communication is lost because oftentimes folks are not caring about your feelings. They want to sit down there and neck roll and finger snap and point and give all that. Okay, huff and puff and my man, my nigga. We get all that huffiness. Okay, and instead of wanting to listen and to have communication, folks want to talk to be right. Folks want to talk to sit down there to get the last word. Folks want to talk to make sure they put you down. Folks want to talk to not to extrapolate points to where we could put a plan of action together. They want to demean you and dehumanize you. They want to break you down to your minuscules, okay, and then want to brush you off as dust, okay, and that there is not what communication is for, okay. These platforms should not be used in those particular fashions. However, they are, and here's the kick. These platforms, a lot of those who get monetized and carrying on, they get monetized because the children who like all that shit, those are the ones who sit down and they will feed into it all the time. A lot of the platforms that get heavily monetized or whatever, there's very few who have real rich content. Like my girl April Mason, okay, she has a following and carrying on, but a lot of folks in the beginning were following her, and because she's about feminine lifestyle and the feminine energy, the feminine CEO. But a lot of folks started following her so they could try to cut her down and be like, bitch, what you talking about? And when she got with their asses, they're like, no, this is what this is. And if you can't get the message, then I'm not for you. And those who got it, got it. So her brand was able to grow and filter out through all that. But most of the children, honey, who got these wonderful platforms that are monetizing and carrying on, what are they filled with? A lot of negative content. They're backbiting, they're gossiping, they're waiting for the fights, they're waiting for the jabs, they're waiting for the reads and the cuss outs and carrying on, because that there is what you say you like because you keep tuning into it all the time. So what is it about social media that we need to do that will allow its perception to change? Or will it ever change? Because what we have done, we have given everybody a license now to build a platform to say what it is they need to say and not necessarily be held accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks are not being held accountable. We started getting that with Tasha K because Cardi B has sued her ass, right? And so now here we are. Okay. So what is that? I said, Red, you ready? Come on.
Hello, people. All right,
What's going on?
let me break this down to you, my brother. The Sambo show has gone electronic,
That's it. Right. Okay.
and we are too full of buffoonery to even realize what is being done to us.
Well,
You was a puppet on a string in order to feed your family when there was only black and white film.
right.
Now everything is Spectracolor, and we was able to put you on blast and still make a monkey out of you on string without ever entering your home or being in your presence. You are allowing them to just, all they're doing is modernizing, not monetizing, modernizing the BS they did to us that we always talk about. You walk around here and talk about reparations and all the stuff that has been done to you as a people over years, when a lot of it is, I'm sorry, you did it to yourself.
Right.
How are you mad about some self-infliction?
Right.
And you know, it's crazy because you call rappers and stuff ignorant, but Biggie said the most intelligent thing in the world. I said, ain't nothing gonna change until we change ourselves.
Well. And here's the thing. Because having said that, oftentimes folks refuse to look in that mirror and actually say, okay, I need to change this about me. And then we as a people, a lot of times we don't even know what to change, what needs to change.
But did you notice this? I'm gonna tell you something that I recognized in social media years ago when they started doing this, and I thought it was an intelligent ploy of reflection
Okay.
upon our people within in a whole. Is when people were putting up those they put the post up and it says something as like boom. Let me just make something up. It'd be something like, I'm Bushika the Freaka, and if you like my page, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
I'll make sure that I connect with you and I'll see you tonight. And you're like, oh, boom, like, and then all of a sudden it's Jesus and a praise.
Right. Right.
So I was laughing. I thought that was the most hilarious thing in the world. Because if they just showed you Jesus in a praise, you'd scroll right by.
Right. You scroll by it. Right. Right. Because there's one with a mean, you got the sexy dancer, he about to unzip his pants and somebody come and pop the Bible at him.
Yeah.
Camera with the Bible. Yeah.
Right. I think those are hilarious because it's not that somebody's picking with you. It's somebody's trying to tell you something about yourself. You might have just scrolled by 3 intellectual things that could change somebody else's life, if not yours. But that one you stopped and got thumped with a Bible.
Right. Okay.
You know,
okay.
What does it say? What does that say about us when you sit up here and complain? You look, here it is. Meech, let's say I text you right now. Okay, I pick up my phone and my words on my text message that you get, it says, no, you didn't. It says, no, you didn't.
Right.
Go over there after we had that conversation. Boy, you something else. I don't know what to say about you. Now, over here, I'm going like this. Boy, no, he didn't go over there. After that, boy, I'm laughing about it.
Right,
So
right.
You got it. You going, who the hell he talking to?
Right.
No communication skills. Now, you take your life and you place it into your thumbs and expect somebody to understand where you're coming from. How ignorant is that?
Okay, that part.
So now the thumb is mightier than the sword.
That part. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time. That part. Because I say this all the time to the children, honey. When you're coming on my pages and whatever, especially when when you're in the chats and carrying on, when we were doing the radio and was strictly audio,
right?
And had chat rooms open, I will always say, listen, you coming up in here reading the written word. And what happens is because you don't know my dialect or my vocal affectations and carrying on, you're
Uh-huh.
going to read that based on your experiences. So you're going to read that a certain way, thinking that I'm trying to neck roll you. Okay. And
Reading is connected. Reading is connected to the same server in your mind that your emotions are connected to.
yeah. Yep. That's right. That's right. That's right.
See, people don't want to. Like you said earlier, you know, and it's funny you said that. Even in the Bible, it says, "Be swift to listen and slow to speak."
Right.
Okay, now this is the thing. This is what gets me. People will be in a conversation like you were saying. They don't know the difference between an argument, a conversation, and a debate.
Right. Oh,
They have
that's
no
real
clue what
good.
it is.
That's good. I like that. That's good.
They don't have a clue. Those are three entities of communication, of self-expression between two people or more. And nobody today can tell you which one is different from the other or even decipher it, because they all they know is how to communicate through text messages and voicemails and emails. You know, an intellectual conversation is becoming extinct.
Right.
You know, family time, you sitting around in the same room.
Oh, okay. Here they go. They fucking with you. They fucking with your signal. See, here we, you know, whenever we get good, the damn
See,
signal want to act up
there they go.
every time.
But like I said, they always sit in a room, 12 by 15.
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting there. Nobody's saying nothing, but they're having a full conversation with their thumbs.
Oh, you said.
Like, I mean, let's keep it real. If you text your child and say, "Hey, I need you to come to the store and for me," they may not, in their world, when they text you back with what you need, that don't mean nothing to them. But you looking at it as their parent, going, "What the hell you mean? What I need? I told you you need to get back here."
Right.
When they get there and you say, "Hey, you don't text me what you need," they are totally 100% confused on your temperament. They don't
There you
have a
have it.
clue what your
Not a
problem
one.
is.
Not a one.
And I'm trying to tell people, the minute you took pen and paper from our children and stopped them from writing in courtesy, took all that out of schools. These kids cannot even sign their name now, bruh.
That makes no sense to me.
You could line up 20 kids, bruh, and say, "Hey, print here, sign here." The print looks just like the sign because they don't know what else to do.
Right.
Have you noticed this? I'm a nosy dude when it comes to the United States of America. I've walked in 3 daycares in the last maybe 2.5 years just on some friend stuff or helping somebody with something, right?
Right.
Do you remember the lowercase and uppercase alphabet going around the
Of
top?
course. Yeah.
They don't even have
Yeah.
that
They don't
anymore.
even have that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's nowhere in there.
Yeah. 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 I'm hip to that.
Are you serious right now?
I'm hip to that. I'm hip to that. Yeah.
They came out with
You
something.
barely find it in the teaching tools now. If you ever gone into a store,
Yeah, it's not even in there.
supplies, you don't even see that. Yeah.
And then why we in a country where this pissed me off when I seen this. Why we in a country where we used to have stores? It was a chain of stores called the School Box.
Yeah.
Why are they out of business? Where does that make sense?
The same place that makes sense to close down schools, but yet we building jails.
The same sense that it's take to take religion out of school.
You know what? Okay, let's go there for a minute because see, here's where I've always had a problem with that. Because my whole thing is, and and, I always ask this question: when it comes down to separation of church and state,
Mm-hmm.
why is it that every time we go into anything political, if you go sit down at a political meeting, at everywhere that I go, if I go to the city hall, if I'm down here at CPCA, we did it today at Young Democrats or whatever.
I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
They do it on the TV when you see them about red. They always have the invocation. Okay, they always have an invocation. So they open up everything in prayer. Okay, and not that I have a problem with it because I get it, but at the same time, what my disdain is that you're not gonna sit down here and ask God to come up here and bless this mess. And then after you just consecrated this, now we going up in here and you want to act as if you don't even know what the hell you just prayed about. Y'all said pray for unity that we come together in our right minds and blah, blah, blah. Baby, as soon as that prayer, that there just for formalities. Okay? So now you said you done took prayer out of schools. But yet we can sit down there and say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God.
God.
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And just that piece right there made you know that this is a Christian. So if we're pledging allegiance to a piece of cloth, and I'm saying it like that, and I know, now listen, to my veterans and carrying on, I'm not disrespecting you, sweetie, because I stand on everything that I know what you believe because you fought for that flag to fly and for what it represents, what it's supposed to represent. And,
right.
And you gave your life for that because you believe in what it represents. However, the powers that be have adulterated that.
True.
They have and then look at how they treat our vets. You
I'm one of them.
Went to go fight for this damn flag,
bro.
I'm
one of them, bro.
You don't deserve it.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them. They won't give me nothing without fighting for it. And then when I fight for it, if I fight for 10 things, I might get half for one.
Oh, you said if I fight for 10 things, I might get half of one. And where does that make sense?
It don't make sense because I've been in a war for a year away from the United States. I was a year away from the United States. I spent a whole year in foreign countries fighting a war.
And there you have it.
Not only just I spent a year fighting a war, I spent also 2 separate other 6-month entities, which is another year just traveling the waters, supposed to be making sure the country's safe.
Right.
And those times when I was doing that, I've been in danger again. Running into a sliding doggone glacier, cracking a ship that's about to sink that I'm on.
How about that?
See, they don't report this stuff.
Right. See, and that's part of the problem.
I'm standing in a big open bay window and a whole helicopter crashes. We running because it's coming. The blades are coming at us. They don't make the papers, do it.
No.
I'm holding somebody's hand at 3 o'clock in the morning, Meech. 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm holding a man's hand. I'm trying to stop him. These bombs are falling off the side of the ship because we're in rough waters. And I can't hold him no more because the doggone bombs came and when they fell loose, they hit him. And he got knocked away from me. The last thing I'm still looking at, he's looking up at me and I'm looking in his eyes and he goes under the boat and we never find him again. I'm fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And they tell me that they don't want to pay me for my PTSD, and I still see that.
Right.
See, if people want to know what's really going on in this world, I'll tell it. And that's why I say all the time, don't let me loose on nobody's podium because I'm going to need security.
Okay. That part.
Looked at me, diagnosed me with PTSD, and told me go straight to hell. We're not paying you, giving you no services for it.
Right. How about that? Like they do with folks who apply for disability. Yeah, you sick, but you ain't sick enough, and they're denied a claim.
Right.
Yeah, you sick, but you ain't sick enough.
But how you gonna diagnose me with something and not pay me for it? And everything that I'm telling you is in the reports that man died on that ship that night because I was there. It's in the reports. If you look the history of that ship, it's got to be marked. We lost 3 men that night.
Wow. Mm, mm, mm. And then how do you recover from that? You don't. You don't. You can't. You know. So yeah. But this is what they want us to believe. And this is, some of the things that a lot of us are fighting for and carrying on. But on these platforms, where we have the ability to bring this to the forefront or whatever, one of the things that happens is that they want to shut everything down.
Facts.
They want to shut everything down. The powers that be, we've seen it throughout history. Every time someone is onto something or makes sense or whatever, and especially if you can rally the people to say, wait a minute, let's talk about this because he's making sense. Every time we get somebody who does that, that's the person they go after and say, you're an enemy. How am I an enemy when I'm telling you what I'm giving you what you gave me?
Did you? Oh boy, stand by to be shut off. Let me tell you, did you just find this out that they remember how Lisa Left Eye was going over to Dr. Saban?
Yeah.
Did you not know that all her sickness and stuff was getting cured because he told her the formulation of sea moss and what to do with it? And she came on the show and said something about it, and next thing you know, an accident happens on her plane.
Right. And then not too long after that, he was killed. Yeah, I believe he was killed. You can't tell me that man died and can't. No, he was killed. He was killed and
Every
carried
time
on.
shutting down the major conglomerates of the United States of America, the person dies or come up missing.
Yeah. And
what's wrong? Huh? Run for what? What she do? Took your lunch money? Oh. I thought my wife was being bullied for a minute.
Okay. Jojo said, well, that's true, y'all. They're building more condos and raise higher on the rent than building more education to the younger generation. It's a shame they took out everything that our generation had learned for years away from the youngest now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's why they don't know. That's why they don't know nothing.
Listen, y'all sit down here and go buy Hooked on Phonics. When they took that out of school, honey, that there used to be the shit that we did coming. That was homework. We had to do all that. That was the bell work assignment.
Yeah.
When you came into class, you had to do your bell work assignment. And what do you mean by bell work? Because it had to be done by the bell.
By the bell.
Got there early.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you had about 10 minutes to get it done. That was the bell work. Okay. Just like Red was saying about the cursive and stuff. That we had handwriting paper.
Yeah.
It was
what happened to
green paper.
What happened to that?
They had lines in it because it was, they had two solid green lines and they had a dotted green line in the middle.
Down
okay.
Yep.
And what that was to show you the difference between your uppercase and your lowercase letters. So your lowercase letters went, you start at the middle, the dotted line, to do the E's and carrying on. And for the uppercase letter, you had letters that you had to connect from the top green line to the bottom green line in order to make, and like to make your beads. You had to do that. The one line, the first loop of the bead came to the dotted lines, and then you went there to finish it off. That there was how we learned handwriting and things of that nature. Okay.
Yep.
So wait a minute. This child said, wait a minute, princess. She said, well, I remember the handwriting paper. They still had it when I was in grade school. Yes. Hooked on phonics is the reason why I can't read, write, and sign my name. Okay. So when we're dealing with all of this, and then now when I was a kid, we had penmanship scores.
Yep.
And just so that you can practice your penmanship so that you wouldn't have chicken scratches. Okay, for handwriting and carrying on. And it was always those who had the most beautiful handwriting got the award. So we were competing with your handwriting. Okay. Now at the time, my mother loved my original handwriting. Okay. But then I saw somebody else's handwriting who it was two girls, of course. Michelle Goss, okay, and LaTanya Crowley. Michelle was in my. She was. We were all in middle school. Michelle was in 6th and 7th grade with me, and then when they closed the school down, we got bussed over to the other school from Foch to Barber. This is in Detroit, y'all. And when I got to Barber, there was LaTanya Crowley. LaTanya. Now Michelle's. She very feminine and very soft with hers and carrying on and all that. I learned. I had perfected to. If I had been into the business of forgery, honey, okay. But my mother broke me from that because I was playing school and I signed her name on the paper playing, and it was exactly her signature. And she looked at that. She said, "Who did this?" I said, "I did." She said, "Do it again," and I did it, and she beat my ass. Yes, she did. My mother beat my ass that day. She said, "You ought to never sign my." And at the time,
I can't tell you do something again. If you can do it, and then crack you.
Yeah. But that's because I had her signature, and she broke that from me immediately. She broke it, at least from that.
Hey, let me tell you something. My granddaddy passed away.
Okay.
Some more mail came right at the house. They called me out my room. I come up there. My grandmother gonna say, "Sit down right here." I was like, "What's going on?" They said, "You know how you used to take care of all your granddaddy business for him?" Y'all, so I was like, "Yeah." They said, "Well, look here. This came here in the mail. Can you sign this? Sign his name?" And I was like, "No." It's like, come on, just sign it. I was like, no. So my grandmother made everybody leave. Talk to me. Yeah, talk to She was like, this is just one that was already in circulation. So she was like, it won't be over and over again. Just sign this one and it won't happen. I'm like, all right. For her, I will. And then when I did it, she looked down at the thing. She said, that is ridiculous. She was like, that is ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
Identical.
Right. Mama broke me of that with her. So I never, as a matter of fact, so much so to where I stopped writing her name.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped writing her name. But with Michelle's handwriting, I was able to mimic it because I thought it was pretty. So I got to practicing it, So her handwriting became how I was doing that. And see, at that particular point, folks used to look at me crazy because I used to be able to write sideways. Okay.
I used to hate people that do that, man.
Did you?
where they paper sideways and they be writing with your paper going this way. I'm talking about they paper be all the way turned on the side.
Yeah, it's on the side.
I used to look over the desk. I'd be like, how is you doing that? Get away from me.
Oh, honey, it was but whatever that was, it was part of the magic of making this happen, right? Of making this, because it was part of the magic. So I would write on the side, and then of course, with standing handwriting, you're supposed to write, and it's supposed to lean to the right, right? Because you're moving forward.
Right.
But with us, all of us went to the left. So you know how. So that there was that. Then I met LaTanya Crowley. I had a crush on LaTanya Crowley. Okay? Oh, did I have a crush on LaTanya Crowley, baby?
Oh, you got the fish market. Go ahead.
I had a crush on LaTanya Trina Lynn Crowley, honey.
Trina Lynn.
Okay. And she was thick. Okay. Oh, that girl was thick, hips, and carried on. And I was really, I wanted her to be my girlfriend at the time. But she was dating some, what was the hell that boy's name? Aubrey. No, I'm sorry. Aubrey, that wasn't LaTanya. Aubrey Brown was Juanita Perry. That's what we were still, because Juanita Perry and I was in the same class with Michelle and Stephen and all of us. I was in love with Juanita because she was a dark girl, honey. She reminded me so much of I'm a very stylish, dumb as a box of rocks. So, but she was. She was, but she was pretty. That bitch there was lovely. Okay. And
you know what?
They lovely, I mean it.
You know what? What is that girl last name? Her name was Kimberly. When I was in school, there was a girl named Kimberly. She had a body of somebody mama at the strip club. Boy.
Okay.
When I say everybody in school, I'm like, why the rest of these girls don't look like you? Her body was some spin,
right.
Hips, butt, flat stomach, chest. I'm looking like, what? She built. But boy, when I say that nigga couldn't do arithmetic,
listen,
Juanita,
listen. She knew how to manipulate the shit out of me, honey. Because I liked her, and like I said, she was very stylish. Okay, she was the girl, that parents were middle class or whatever. She had all the latest fashions and this, that, and the other. And at the time, it was a thing. I just had a thing with the girls who wore skirts and boots. With this motherfucking argyle skirt, goddamn it, with this cow neck sweater. Oh, with these motherfucking boots. Bitch, every time she wore an outfit, oh my God. I was like, bitch, you are just sickening. Well, that was before we had that language. Okay. And so what she would do is, because I was one of the smart, there were the four of us. There was myself, Stephen Foster, Michelle Goss, and Glenn Sherman. Because I was a Taylor, so I was always the last one on the list because they went by alphabetical order. Goss, Foster, Goss, Sherman, Taylor. That's how it went. But we were always on the honor roll all the time. So what would happen, Miss Thing would sit down there, and my ass was, I just hate I got a little taller, because when I would gain weight, it would go to my hips and my ass at that time. So my ass was nice. Okay. It rivaled hers. Okay.
You slow.
Okay. And I said, okay. So what she would do was she would always hit me on my ass in my chair. Hey, Rick. She would say, hey, handsome. She slapped my ass, and I would get to blushing. And Betty used to sit next to me. She would always say, oh, look at him blushing. I'll tell you, I would just get ready. And she always wanted to see my paper, and I would give it to her, of course, because she would slap me on my ass and shit. I was like, girl, okay. But what sealed the deal with me and her, as far as me liking her, was that bitch could fight.
Oh.
Okay. Now, coming from the household that I came from or whatever, strong women like that has always been my thing. Okay, that my last girlfriend, that's how we started dating, because I told y'all she flipped me over her back. Yes. Yeah, I came up, Charlene, I came up from behind her I was playing, and I grabbed her, right? But that girl took my wrist, and when I tell you I went over her back and hit the motherfucking ground, and when my back and my ass hit that ground, bitch, I knew I was in love then. I said, damn. I did. I kid you not. I kid you not, honey.
Make this stuff up now.
Okay. So Juanita, and she, like I said, okay, pretty dark girl, honey. Like I said, very stylish. But her nemesis was Carolyn Williams. Now, Carolyn was very short cropped hair, but at the time we called them bald hair. But now, if she'd be a short cropped hair, whatever. Carolyn was not as pretty as Juanita, but and she was thinner than Juanita, so she did not have Juanita's body. But for whatever reason, they couldn't stand each other. Okay. They just could not stand each other. So every day they were always going back and forth with each other. And so this one day in the lunchroom, okay?
That was my favorite fight spot.
Carolyn was sitting at the table with her girls. Juanita coming through the lunch line. And Carolyn just eyeballing that shit and talking and eyeballing. And Juanita was like, why in the hell this bitch keep looking at me? And she did that all throughout the line. So when Juanita got out the line, she went over to her table. She said, is there a problem? Why you keep staring me down? Bitch, ain't nobody looking at you. She said, oh, really? So Juanita put her plate down, bitch. And next thing I know, Carolyn got flipped out the damn chair. It was on, right? Them bitches got to boxing. And I tell bitch, they boxed. Okay?
That's on them.
But here's where it was. It was 5 guys that came over to Juanita, okay, to try to hold her. She said, get your motherfucking ass off me. And threw all 5 of them boys off of her. Baby, when I tell you my dick got rock hard.
At least want a woman to beat his ass.
I was like, what? No. It was ridiculous. Okay. It was ridiculous.
But me say, girl, when I seen you DDT them niggas, I knew it was true love.
Okay. All 5 of them, 5. And I said, oh my God. And now for me,
What do you want?
all that it was that that was my whole fascination with Wonder Woman, because everything from that point was just Wonder Woman. Okay. So for her to do that was a Wonder Woman moment. So I was like, oh my God. So yeah, that's what that was.
Man. What? Every woman. Me say, boy.
Yes, God.
She threw 5 guys like boom.
Yes,
was like,
God.
Misha was like, da, 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 da. Oh yeah. She said, like dude off a white chick. He's not gonna that wifey right there. That wifey right there.
Okay. So, darling, yeah. Okay, that's what that was. Okay, that's what that was for me. That's what that was. But now, of course, now, honey, now that shit can't do nothing for me now. And even though I still love strong women like that and carrying on and kick ass women and things of that nature, that Cleopatra Jones, Sheba Baby, Foxy Brown kind of shit, Yeah.
Hey, I need I got a job for you at I'm putting together a pool party for passenger riders.
Okay.
And my DJ, I'm gonna need you to put the baby oil on my DJ.
Who was the DJ?
Tiny Kim.
Let me take a commercial break, honey. I gotta regroup. Because you still, I still owe you an ass whooping for yeah, I got to get all of I need a whole pan of lasagna noodles. I'm beating your ass. Yeah, with Muller's. I want Muller's lasagna.
What I do, Brian? What I do?
I want Muller's lasagna noodles. I'm whooping your ass with wet lasagna noodles because I wanted to wrap around and tag that ass when I hit it. Okay.
Boy, what I do? I set you up, dog.
Listen. Listen.
Hey, you can't. That's the best breakfast you.
Oh. Okay, y'all playing with my feelings.
Hey, Princess couldn't even get it together. Oh boy, that was hilarious. I saw your other favorite DJ today. Bumped into him in traffic.
Oh really? My titty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just crazy as ever.
Of course. Okay, of course. Listen, I am gonna let me take a commercial break. When we come back, I want to go into I got something I want to read that Nikki Gilbert done posted on her Instagram.
Okay.
Okay. I want to read that, and then I want to go into Hoochie Daddy shorts. Ladies, I need y'all to explain something to me, and I'll talk about it when we come back. Okay.
Oh, your sister girl, she hit me on Twitter this morning.
Who?
Selena.
Oh, did she?
Yes, she did.
Okay, that's my sister. That's my sister.
Selena Johnson.
Okay. Cool beans. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Ooh. Welcome to Alo Nana. Treat yourself to the luxurious experience of having all-natural shea butter soaps and body balms that will soften, radiate, and even exfoliate your skin. Alo Nana products are designed with you in mind to promote overall health and wellness the way the nature intended. No dyes, no colors, no chemicals. Just pure love, like receiving a hug from grandma. Get your Alo Nana today. Contact Aunt Nikki on IG or call 267-629-1364.
for Elo Nana, building a legacy, not a letdown. Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570.
What's up, everybody? Eric Buckner here. You know me as EB, Young Easy, Eric Buck, all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm here to kick it with y'all about this little podcast I've been doing. You know, I talk trending topics. I talk about the stuff we as people need to talk about. I talk about some things, actually, that people kind of want to shy away from, because we got to have these discussions, folks. That's how we get better. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hold on. Yeah, so anyway, you know, I do it Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. You can check it out on Facebook, on YouTube. You know, it's a good show. I say get into it. Yeah, you want to know the name of the show? You said, hold on. Hey, you, get off my lawn. Yeah, anyway, that's the name of the show, by the way. Get off my lawn. Check it out Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Let me go handle this.
Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. Be bold, be unique, be the tea with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meat. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is.
All right, and we are back. We are back. There we go. Okay, we are back, honey. Thank you. Now, before I get into Hoochie Daddy, let me go here because I'm going to read this as Nikki has written it because y'all know when we had Nikki Gilbert here on the show, she was talking about being in the litigation with Stars and the whole P-Valley people and carrying on.
Right.
And I know a lot of us, love the show and this, that, and the other. However, there's a copyright infringement case that's going on, okay? And she just wrote this today. and I'm going to read this here. She said, after watching last night's episode of P-Valley and seeing the real reviews from real people and viewers versus the bot generated or corporate interest ones, I realized that my mama had a conversation with God and said, let me handle it. It's so obvious that the writer of last night's episode had no idea where to take the story because she didn't create it. I have yet to see, said writer, write an original thought or idea. I don't care how many awards, accolades, or dollars the machine pumped into her. You have to do the work, and you can't hide behind remixing other people's stories and experiences and try to fool the people. A project filled with topicality like the pandemic, police violence, Hype Williams type video montages is a remixed documentary borrowing from the trauma of the pandemic and social issues, including lyrics from Khalees, Big Sean, and others in your written dialogue. Remixing MLK's story, rewriting Tina Turner's life story, re-imaging Soul Kid and Cabaret doesn't make you a writer or dope creator. It makes you a dope journalist with a wild imagination and financial backing. The cast is super talented, and I hope they aren't underutilized in effort to cover up your infringement. I was very insulted about this episode airing on the anniversary of my mom's passing, but now I know why it did. When I was going through the R&B Divas litigation, she said, they stole that from you, baby. Don't stress because eventually the universe will make it all fall apart. 100. I wish ill will on no one because I know how karma works when you let God handle it. I know with TV, each episode can be written by a different writer. So I hope for the sake of those who didn't steal from me, it gets better. But if last night's episode is any indication, Mama's always right.
Well, we shall see, said the blind man.
To the deaf wife, we're beating on the crippled children, honey.
Exactly.
Okay. So be that as it may, I just, you know what, even the scene, and she put this up on Twitter the other day, and I guess this was in their trailer scene, but the scene where the girls were about to, what happened? I didn't even see that he had fallen off the air. The scene where Mercedes was talking, and the girls were about to fight, and Uncle Clifford had to break the girls up and carry it on. That there is a direct correlation with Soul Kid and Cabaret. I was in it. I was there helping her work on that. That was the direct correlation. Okay, with Soul Kid and Cabaret and things. So I was like, wow, and they still doing this, and they still. So it threw me. But the thing of it is, I am one who likes the programming, but of course I'm gonna like it because I like where the concept come from. Considering that, that we have something to deal with here with copyright infringement, if all of this is from the original, then yes. Hell, of course I like the shit. I was in it. Okay. So I just wish that this has a resolve and that my high school friend, honey, my Latrobe Desert, baby, forever and a day. We Latrobe for life, baby. I just wish that she gets her just desserts, her due diligence, and things because she was, we had the whole R&B diva thing that's still, I don't know what she is with that, but now she has this, and yeah, it's just a number of things, and that she needs to go ahead on and get her coin, and get the coin that I know she's supposed to have, honey, so that she can continue to create and move forward with this. Okay.
It's a dirty game, ain't it?
Dirty, low down, dirty. Okay, just dirty. Okay, so now moving on. Moving on. Ladies, I need y'all to talk to me real cutely and real quickly and real carefully and things of that nature. Okay? Because I'm having a problem.
What's the problem?
For years, me and my community, we called them short shorts back in the day. Okay? Because we got it from the Nair commercial. Who wears short shorts? We wear short shorts. If you dare wear short shorts, Nair for short shorts. Okay? If y'all don't remember that commercial, that was for Nair hair removal for legs. It was a women's thing, right? But back in the day, honey, I've been wearing short shorts forever and a day. I done got teased, talked about, done got into a couple of fights over it. Ladies was never into us unless we were basketball players, because the basketball players who used to wear the short shorts on the courts, they was the only one that got that kind of play. Okay? Okay? Now here we are in 2022. And now you bitches want to talk about it's a hoochie daddy shorts summer. And now y'all want the boys to sit down here and wear short shorts. I wish I had the damn YouTube clip with little Miss Thing sitting up, the TikTok clip. And she gonna go through trying to explain what the hell the shorts supposed to be.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Cupcake almost spit a Pepsi out. Go ahead.
Okay? She gonna explain what the hell the shorts supposed to be. You got to have all the thigh meat showing and shit and all that.
Oh, no.
Okay?
Oh, no.
No. We gonna go there. We gonna go there, honey. Yes, there we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
No. No.
Okay?
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. No.
Officer Dangle. No.
Now, Officer Dangle. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. No, we're going to share the screen.
No.
I'm going to share the screen. Come on, share the screen. Yeah. Share the screen. Mm-hmm. Come on, give it to me. Yeah, Hoochie Daddy. Yeah, there we go. Share.
They posing too.
Y'all see these? See shit like this.
No.
Okay. These are Hoochie Daddy shorts now.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
The CHURREN.
Oh, no. Nigga, there's 6 inches between the doggone bottom of the short and the waist.
Okay.
No.
Y'all see this? Can y'all see? You see that?
Them draws.
Okay. Wait a minute. Here we go. Right here. Oh, that's her. Wait a minute. That's her.
Them draws.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, please let it play. Is it gonna play? Can y'all see this?
Okay, fellas, it's officially hot as the devil's cootie cat out here. So it's time to start busting these out. And I'm personally living for this energy. I'm so ready to make somebody a single father. I'm just here to give y'all a few do's and don'ts. Obviously, this is a clear example of everything done right.
Oh, you can't get it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. I got it. Ooh, wait.
I thought she had to explain the situation. This energy right here will get.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing, and then I gotta come to redo it again. Hush, girl.
They're Hoochie shorts. We want to see them.
Hush, girl.
They're Hoochie shorts.
Hirsch.
Hey friends, I have been missing for a few days. My life.
No. Go back.
Things that happened.
There we go.
Okay, fellas, it's officially hot as a.
Hold on. I got to reshare because I found it. Hold on. This is her. Okay. Okay, y'all got that?
I see it on the screen.
Out here, so it's time to start busting these out. And I'm personally living for this energy. I'm so ready to make somebody a single father. I'm just here to give y'all a few do's and don'ts. Obviously, this is a clear example of everything done right. This energy right here will get the back of your kneecaps licked. Obviously, look at that thigh meat. They're hoochie shorts. We want to see them thighs. He did not skip leg day. He cared enough to moisturize. All of this is done right. The only thing is, I wish I would see a little bit more print, but I'm not mad at it. I would still lick them kneecaps. If it's denim, we don't want to see you in them. I mean, come on, how old are you? 47? What is this? Another clear-cut example of what we want to see. He's actually filling up that center part a little bit more than the other dude, so I'm living for that. You see that thigh tattoo? We encourage tattoos. If you got your legs sleeved out, please show it. Don't be afraid. We want to make you single fathers. We do not want baggy ass shorts. I mean, if y'all don't want us in baggy shorts, and when we be in hoochies, we don't want y'all in baggy shorts. There's no reason that these shorts should not be filled to the fucking brim. This right here is the longest that you can get with the hoochie shorts. There's a minimum of 3 inches of thigh meat that we need to see, or go back inside. Okay, fellas, it's officially hot as the devil's cootie cat out here. So
wait a minute. She said there's a minimum of 3 inches of thigh meat.
A thigh meat, yeah. Okay. Now I'm having a real major problem because see, here we go again. Heterosexuals trying to usurp some shit that we gay children been doing forever and a day. That we done got criticized about. We done got, like I said, we done been fighting and shit.
Bruh,
Okay.
hey, look, hey. You got this straight from the big guy. I'm gonna let y'all have that, bro. I'm good. That's all y'all.
You stupid.
That's all y'all. You ain't got to worry about me messing with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You got it. I'm gonna respect the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and handle it.
Listen, ladies, where y'all at? Come talk to me, sisters. Come on, my sisters. Where we at? Because bitches, when we was doing all this shit, y'all was quick to call us all kinds of fags and shit, honey. Okay, y'all were quick to call us names. Y'all were quick to sit down there and say, "Oh, that don't make no damn sense. Your legs prettier than mine," and they got mad. Okay. Oh, look at your calf muscles.
Oh.
Why is it that boys got to have calves like that, honey? I had somebody tell me that. I work too hard on mine, and mine don't never come out like that. And you just get those natural. I said, that's from God. I can't help that.
Well, Cupcake volunteered to not be bothered with the booty shorts.
Right, call it right. Booty shorts. They talking about hoochie daddy. They booties.
I wish a nigga would walk out the house. Somewhere we finna go somewhere. You gonna get slapped out. Come on, you ain't
gonna go show up. He gonna show up with his drawstring polo draws on.
Drawstring polo draws on. If you don't quit motherfucking playing, look here.
Somebody wants to see Dottie. You can see Dottie with basketball shorts on.
Actually, we've been sitting up here, and like I said, I've been talked about, I've been teased. You know, I done had short shorts, I done had coochie cutters on. Okay.
Bruh, let me tell you something. Just a couple of weeks ago, I bought myself a pair of shorts that I hadn't even wore yet. I was gonna wear them to the trip or whatever, right?
Right.
You best believe the motherfuckers come to my knee or better.
Now, see, now here's where it was for me, because I've always said this about to straight men. This is why I will wear my shorts, because that doesn't make sense. Those ain't shorts. Those are just 3/4 pants. The fuck is the damn? Those ain't shorts. So I always had a problem with that when they talk about those were men's shorts. That men's shorts had to come down to the knee. Well, shit, just wear the regular damn pants, because shit, you the 3/4 of the way down.
Bro, let me tell you something. They can keep that Speedo stuff. Like Cupcake say, wear them Speedos around the house.
Okay. I'm just sitting up here trying to. I'm listen. I'm trying to understand that because here we are. Okay, Pride. What you say? Wait a minute. Come on, Pride. Pride say to each his own, but no hoochie daddy short for me. My lawyers need room to breathe and don't want my ass blasted all out like a feline. You don't want no bad calls.
Hey, here we go. I'm finna give somebody the game. It's game time on Dish and TV with Big Meech.
Hey.
And here it is. Why don't somebody start a OnlyFans and have nothing but for real pictures of Hoochie Daddy Short guys? They'll send the pictures in.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
about to start it. That's it. I'm starting.
I'm sure.
Cupcake meat. Everybody send a picture of that Hoochie Daddy Shorts.
Yeah, child, please. Y'all know. Listen, I had, and this is how short they were, because when we went last year to Daytona, the shorts that I bought, they were shorter than my underwear. So I had to change my underwear because I was like, oh shit, wait a minute, my drawers are showing up on. So.
Say, wait a minute, that's not right.
No. I didn't realize they were that short until I put them on, because I didn't try them on at the store. I got them from BJ's. Nikki and I had went to BJ's and carried on, and I was trying to find some shorts. I said, oh, I need some shorts so I could do my the pink shorts that I wore. Yeah. I had to sit down there and because my underwear, they are the black underwear, the champ underwear that I buy, and because they're nylon and form fitting, I was able to hike them up so that they wouldn't show up under the shorts. Okay, but yeah, that's how short the shorts are. So I was like, no. So y'all saw me. Hell, I wear shorts all the time. Okay, but now we done made it apropos for the straight children. And you bitches are sitting up here at y'all, yes, I said it like that. You bitches want to sit down here now and make it a thing for the straight dudes. When you talked about us, they called us all kinds of motherfucking names. I'm offended.
What is it?
I'll tell you why them bitches, them hoochies, them thought pockets did that, because they trying to see prints. That's what
all it's about.
That is what that is about.
That's about the print.
Listen, we started with the gray jogging pants. Now, y'all know last year was gray jogging pants.
That's
okay.
We talking about something.
Yeah, gray jogging pants is definitely. Yeah.
Gray joggers, honey. And I don't know why. Yes, I do. Whatever that is, because it's something, and it's got to be the heather gray. It can't be just, it ain't the light color gray. It's the heather gray. And those particular things, they do wonders for a print, though. They just do. And for those who don't wear underwear and carry on, honey, yeah, you just dangling and freeballing, honey. So, yeah. And
ones that don't wear underwear, those shorts is probably the best thing that ever happened to them.
Right. Now, the whole thing of it is this. See, this is the one thing. Now let me give y'all a little bit of education, okay? Now, for those of y'all who don't normally wear shorts or whatever, okay, or don't like to wear stuff, form fitting. I won't say tight. I'll say form fitting. One of the things that you have to do is to make sure that you got enough crotch room, okay, in the pants, because sometimes when they create the pants, they don't make enough crotch room, so the boys, honey, will sit down there and get squashed. And so if you ever see men always constantly adjusting, it's because a lot of times the pants or the shorts that they're wearing don't have enough crotch room. And that goddamn seam, get to divide them nuts. But that goddamn seam, get to either divide that nutsack or it's on one side. It gets right there in the crease of your leg, because that's a funny feeling. I'm like, oh, what the hell? And you're still trying to adjust because it don't feel right. That's because there's not enough crotch room in those particular pants. So if you go into free ball,
oh, he used that word,
and
free ball,
and go commando, okay, you have to make sure that particularly if the pants are not terry cloth, or jogging pants material or whatever, if they are regular material with the zipper and carrying on, you have to make sure that you got enough crotch room. Because if you don't, God help you. Ask me how I know.
So what you're saying is, right, it probably would be better that if you had some of these hoochie daddy crotch rocket shorts, right, that you would want yours as a heterosexual man to be made out of materials like satin or chiffon or lace, girl names. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
But then if you're a rainbow kid and you have some on and you free balling and all that, you probably want some made out of tether calls or leather. Or you might want a pair made out of suede, some masculine.
Well, listen, now what that there is if we going for a look. See, the ones the leather community and carrying on, child, that's a whole different thing, because see, the leather children, honey, they'll wear cock rings and carrying on to boost their shit up and make it look bigger than what it is and blah 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 blah. And that's a whole different thing. Okay.
Yeah, can't have that discussion. All right.
What, you got this water running? It sounded like it was running over. That's why. But that's a whole different thing and a whole different look. Okay. But no, not satin and lace. No. You could do regular cotton, okay. But what I'm going to say is this.
I would think the guys like Brian Gumble would wear cotton.
I ain't looking at you, damn it. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. No. I'm not looking at you. I said I'm not looking at you. You hear me? I ain't looking at you.
What do you mean?
This child said, call me Tom Petty, because I can mess with the free baller, but not free falling, but not the free balling. See what I did there? Pride, shut up.
Hey, I'm gonna call you Petty, Pride. You petty.
Okay, I can mess with the free falling, but not the free balling. You so stupid. Okay. So yeah, but ladies, yeah, I'm really, 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 really stuck on y'all with that, because damn it, we've been doing this for years, and y'all want to talk about us and give us all kinds of fucked up ass names and carrying on and take us through the ringer, and really take us through the ringer here. I done had men and carrying on wondering, I got called all kinds of sisters because I wore shorts. Nigga, what the fuck is you wearing? Shorts. Why they got to be so? And then that was back in the day when I was kicking and carrying on. So I'm out on the porch doing my little dances and carrying on, and my leg would go up and carrying on and blah blah blah. Oh, honey, now the children, honey, yeah, they rake me across the coals, and folk like me. Okay, now y'all done made it apropos. Y'all gonna even give it a whole new hoochie daddy. The fuck?
All right, well, I'm gonna have the doggone. I'm gonna get you some hoochie daddy shorts, Meech.
You don't have. I have plenty.
No, I'm gonna get you some of the new ones.
Wait, he say some of them new ones. You stupid. You stupid, and you stupid again. Okay.
I'll get you some of them Fuchsies with the G's on the front.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red, black, and green. The gods.
Oh, how about it? Okay. Oh, no, I wear the shit. Watch me.
Motherland on the ass.
Okay, not on the ass.
I'm just
on the thigh.
Well, no, ain't no thigh. Ain't no thigh. No, these are hoochie daddy shorts.
Yeah, well, you put it right there. Yeah, right on the three. Right, yeah.
No.
What?
Oh, is that Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, they got hoochie daddy songs.
They got hoochie daddy songs.
Ooh. That's on YouTube or TikTok.
Instagram. The boy with them days.
With the Daisy Dukes, all right. That's what, okay. With Daisy Dukes, hoochie daddy. Yeah, shit, call it the Daisy Dukes.
I'm gonna put this in.
He said, look at that boy with them Daisy Dukes on. Hoochie daddy. Showing them leg and thighs.
Okay, right, okay. I find this similar to back when I was a kid growing up. Girls used to clown the girls that wore extensions and, God forbid, a wig. True story. One girl in my hood used to wear a wig and got clowned mercilessly. Yet now it's cool and accepted. Pride get out of my head. Because the girl in my prom picture, Miss Desiree, honey. Wait a minute, let me show y'all her again. I'm gonna show y'all. Wait a minute, okay. I'm gonna go here. I keep my prom picture up here because a lot of y'all don't believe it's me. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, bitch. Okay, late. Oh, you so late, Demetrius. Oh, no, here it is. Okay. Her. This girl here, this is my play sister. We grew up together, okay? And she was the first girl on our block to get extensions and carrying on. And I remember that Angela Taylor used to always try to come up and try to snatch her hair out or whatever. She said, oh, this fake hair, blah, 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 blah. And it was just extensions that carried on. Everybody was trying to look like Rick James back in the day and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. But now, hell, your dreads are extensions. Now, baby, going to get yarn and shit to extend your hair.
Hey, this nigga's like me sitting in the chair for an hour and come out with a full head of hair.
Right. Right. Okay. And there's a unit. And we're no longer wigs anymore. There's a unit. Okay. It's a unit. Yeah, child, not Pooh twerking. Yeah, they got Pooh out there twerking, though, damn it. Okay. They should name the male Daisy Dukes David Dukes and mark them to racists. Now you may be on to something, Pride. Okay, you may be on to something. Okay, prom. Yeah, I didn't win prom king at my prom, but yeah, you see how we were, honey. You see how I rolled up in there. Yeah, that was 1987. When I graduated high school, honey. 1987. Ooh. So yes, indeed, darlings. Yes, indeed. Okay. So let's see. Did I cover all of my topics today? I want to make sure. Let me go. I'm trying to go over my little thing because oh wow.
What?
Oh, somebody sent me something nasty. That's
You tell me about it.
I can't share it. No, I'm not gonna share it, honey.
They said you don't.
Okay. No, but I'm gonna freeze that until later.
Look at this nigga. He's smiling.
Okay. Oh, that's what we want to go into. Okay. Two other things, Chad. Now listen, have y'all heard this thing with Jada Pinkett Smith?
Who?
I did not watch the Red Table Talk, the new Red Table Talk. Have y'all heard it yet?
Don't nobody care. But go ahead.
Shut up. Okay. Young Meech was styling a profiler like Ric Flair. Baby, did y'all like my finger waves? Honey, I have been wanting finger waves and carrying on. That was oh my God, I was so wanting to get those. And the drama at my prom was this. Desiree and I went together, and she had dropped out of school or whatever, and she went to go get her GED, but she never had a prom or anything like that. So I asked her to be my prom date so that she could have the prom experience. But what it was is that my last girlfriend, and I told y'all about an hour ago or so, Miss Charlene, okay, who I became my girlfriend because she flipped me over her back. Is her stepsister.
Neanderthal love.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. They're stepsisters. Okay. And what ended up happening is Charlene's mother, Margaret, was my driver. We had a white Pontiac Sunbird. Okay. And she wanted to take me to my prom. So she was my chauffeur with her ex-husband's stepdaughter as my date. So everybody was like, how in the fuck you do that? That's dynasty in the making. I said, honey, what she offered, because I was going to try to get us a limo. But they said, no, you don't need a limo. And the kid, no, then we could not get the money. So Margaret said that she would drive us. So that's what it was. She drove us. She dropped us off. We were the first two there in royal blue and white. Those are our colors. And so I told everybody who came after us, you in my colors. It's like, no, I said, honey, we got here first. We're the first ones here in it, so you're in my colors. Thank you. And yeah, honey, yeah, we had a blast. And we rode around Detroit, and my prom ended with me falling asleep in the backseat of the car at 3 o'clock in the morning. And Margaret brought us home. Yeah. Okay. So we had a really good time and carried on. So yeah. You're right, Red. I don't care much for a Red Table Talk. Okay. True story. My best friend's girlfriend was starting beauty school, and the finger wave fad was in. So she had talked me into letting her do our hair. I washed that bullshit out. The very next day, I had to wear that damn perm until it wore out. Meech was gang banging them fools over them colors in Detroit at that. You motherfucking right. I sure as hell was. Because it was like 4 other people that came in with royal blue and white. I said no. And one guy, he flipped it. He had the royal blue jacket with everything else white with the royal blue tie. I said, you're still in my colors. How you gonna say these your colors? I said, because we were the first ones here, active photographer. We were the first ones here in it, so you're in my colors. Thank you. I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Rented that tuxedo from President Tuxedo out at Fairlane Mall, child. I had my own shoes, though. I didn't want their shoes. But we had my own shoes and just reach down, honey. What? Well, I can't hear you. Your sound is out.
Can you hear me now?
Your lips moving.
What happened?
I don't know what happened, but your lips just moving.
You can't hear me?
No.
That's weird. Wow.
You up like, what's that you read? Ha, okay, right. Okay, nigga, what? Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, the hell I was. Now what? Yep, I sure was. Then I got out on the dance floor and stripped. Yeah, I got up and stripped because I got to dancing and carrying on, and all the girls wanted to dance with me, and I wanted to dance with Desiree, and she just didn't feel like dancing because she was just in awe, right? And she was just taking it all in. I said, "Girl, come on out here on the dance floor with me," and she said, "No, I'm good, I'm good." I said, "Okay." So then all of my classmates wanted, "You want to dance?" And child, we got out there, baby, please, honey, okay. And I had no inhibitions at that particular time, and because I was graduating, and I was already out, and I didn't care who knew or whatever the case may be. So, child, when I got there popping and locking and carrying on, and baby, next thing I know, I got hot. My jacket went off first. Then I kicked my pumps off, honey, because the shoes was in the way. And then I took my towel off and started to unbutton my shirt and carrying on. They was like, ooh. And oh, honey, yeah, we cut. When I said we cut a rug, we tore that floor up. Okay, at the prom, yes sir, yes sir. We was at the Hotel St. Regis out there by Fairlane, y'all. That's who hosted our prom.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry because
your sound is still out.
What's
Tell me they fucking with you.
Yeah.
Tell me they fucking with you. Okay.
Take. And my microphone picking up. Huh?
No, just your lips moving. They ain't got you.
Check.
Nope.
My mic is working.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Can you hear me? Wow.
Oh, that was easy. Okay, right, Princess. All day. All day. Now it said his device is not connected. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on now.
Can you hear me?
No.
It must be this phone.
Well, you can hear Red. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. That might be me. Okay, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay, Red, say something. Okay. Yeah, if y'all hear him, okay, then it's on my end. Hold on. Let me take him out. I'm gonna bring him back in. Red, come on back. Okay. Let's see. Yo, I used to be absolutely in love with Jada Pinkett back in the Different World days and loved her movie career at the beginning, especially The Inkwell. But as she's gotten older, she's seemed more and more unflattering. God, glad Will got to her before I did. Okay. My senior prom was fierce. I was wearing my custom Michael Jordan made tuxedo suit. Okay. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was the queen of the prom. Come on now. What you say? He said, we can hear Red. Okay, yeah, I can hear him. Okay, that was okay. That was probably on me. And I found out what it was. I got it. So he got to come on back in. But yes, child. Listen, I just got I text Uncle Clifford, honey. I told him of last night's episode with that lime green that he had on. That it was absolutely the deal, honey. That motherfucking lime green, honey, was absolutely what? The motherfucking deal. Okay. The deal. Yes, God, in him. Yes, God. Okay. Yes, God. Okay.
If you ready for some more coffee, this is the other tea. When me and Jamie were talking.
So yes, honey. Wait a minute. I'm trying to text him back, y'all. While I'm trying to get Red to come on back up in here. But wait a minute. Where is it? Where is it? I want. Oh, come on. Why is this thing doing this? Child, don't y'all hate when the phone want to have a mind of its motherfucking own? I'm trying to get it to do something. It wants to do shit on its own. Okay. So anywho, so yeah, I told him that it was the costume designer this year, honey. He said, "Thank you, means indubitably." Okay, most indubitably. Okay. So yes, darling. Let's see what you say. Which brings up a question for y'all. What celebrity did y'all love at one time, but only to despise later in life as you got to know more about them? Get out of my head, because that was one of mine. That was one of mine, Todd Bridges. And then I started liking him again, because after he got through all his drugs and carrying on and cleaned his life up, like, oh, okay, that's cute. Let me see, who else did you that I loved in the beginning, but then got on my goddamn nerves? Hold on, girl, what the hell did you just go out here and buy? What? You just determined to just buy food to cook, and we got shit in here. That ain't what I said. My daughter, child, had this shit up in here. This girl go buy more shit to put in the damn freezer that we can't fit. Okay, tell me I'm hungry, bitch. We got a freezer full of shit in here, but she just got to go find something to cook. Okay. Anywho. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go.
That was you, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, when everybody said that, because everybody said, oh, we hear him. I said, y'all hear him, I can't. And then, yeah, the speaker had went out. I had to reset everything. Okay, again, okay. The question was, what celebrity did you love at one time, but later to despise in life as you got to know more about them?
Rihanna.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to eat her toe jam when she first came out, and then as it got down the line, I seen that her toe jam was tainted.
Oh, okay. Well, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Okay. Ty Mac, Jamie Foxx, and Billy D. Williams, really? Well, you know, I had a sober note with him when he got arrested for domestic violence, and I don't think it was as bad as they had tried to report it, but that had left a foul taste in my mouth a little bit. I was like, oh wow, but again, that goes with how we putting folks up on pedestals and shit. That's what that was. Jamie Foxx, in the beginning of Jamie Foxx's career, I think he is one that I kind of mellowed out on, because in the beginning, when he was, doing all the wandering and carrying on, and he was really, on the grind for the career.
Yeah.
I liked him much more than I do now, because now that he's settled down.
But see, Meech, I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to fan versus celebrity,
yeah,
you love your celebrities when they're hungry. When they're not hungry no more, they're not giving you what they gave you to attract you.
You know what? Okay, I'll give you that 100%. Yeah.
Soon as they're not hungry no more, they're not giving the same thing they gave you. There are no more in living color celebrities.
No.
Think about it. Think about who the Wayans was on In Living Color and who they became.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's dead now.
Yeah.
Good time.
So I'm just saying, it's just
yeah, he just recently died.
It's when you think about it. Like for instance, let's talk about Eddie Murphy in the leather suit and Eddie Murphy today.
Right. Right.
Okay, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he was hungry, bruh, who could touch him and stand up?
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
I just think about that. I think about that a lot when you say about how to work with the celebrities like that, because a lot of them, they let themselves, like right now, I'm so mad at the doggone the New York Marilyn Monroe, Black Marilyn Monroe, which was Lil' Kim when she came out. I'm so mad at her because she was a nice, normal, around the way fillet, beautiful girl that had no reason to do what she done to herself.
Right. And I want to see an interview where she talks about that. There's one, she just did one, and I'm trying to remember if I haven't heard it yet, but I thought they said that they were going to ask her about her transformations and carrying on. Because I'm like, girl, I didn't like. Oh, you know what? Well, no, I still like her, but I guess it's that hungry thing. Vivica Fox.
Oh, yeah.
I liked her in the beginning, but I will say this: her acting for me is like she's a 2-note actress, and what I mean by that is, very early in her career, she has started to. I saw Vivica, not a character. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I say, because you can character, no matter what the character is or the criteria of the movie, is Vivica. It's not the character.
Right.
But name something she has done as an actress where she transformed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those actors that keep their integrity, they catch you, they captivate you, they keep you, they maintain their integrity, are the ones that have been able to transform into the characteristics of the actual script.
Right.
Like Training Day. Bruh, let's take Training Day for Denzel, Malcolm X, and John Q. You would have thought that was 3 different niggas.
3 different people, yeah. Because they are.
Right.
Because they are.
And that fact that he flipped for Training Day, who do you thought was crooked cop, bro? Denzel.
Right. Let's see, who else? I'm trying to think along those lines. I used to jokingly blame Todd Bridges for the lack of progress for Black people in Hollywood because he was supposed to be Michael J. Fox before Michael J. Fox and never got the chance to fail because of his drug problems. You know what? You're right. You are absolutely right. It's interesting that you say that because, if anybody had it back at that time, it was between him and Alfonso Ribeiro. Now, you know what? That might be one. Now he
captivated me as a young child.
Yes.
When he was Michael's idol.
Yes. The Pepsi-Cola commercial.
Now he captivated me.
He was the tap dance kid and all that shit. Yes.
That young boy going places.
He had his awkward. Now he was an awkward child, honey, when they were doing Silver Spoons.
Right.
Because that was when he was doing his child. He was handsome, but there was that awkward handsomeness because he had to really grow into that look. I love Carlton. I don't know if I was into Alfonso.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when he started getting into this shit about the Black community, this, that, and open that bag a little bit more, honey, so you can put your hand in there. You can get your hand in there. he started going through this, and everybody's trying to get him about, the black community, this, that, and the other, and blah, the yakety. And then that clip, oh, there's a bunch of white bitches in here. Y'all know I love me some white bitches. I fuck white bitches.
Yeah.
That shit, I was like, who in the fuck are you?
Wayne Brady Jr.
And
I feel like that's who he tried to grow up to be, Wayne Brady.
But yeah, interesting. Very, 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 very interesting.
You ever thought about that?
But
that he was trying to be Wayne Brady all the way up through that game show thing.
Okay. But Billy D. Williams is still the same kind, legendary, fierce, and gentlemanly icon. Okay. LL Cool J still got it after all these years. Fine, talented, iconic. Okay, yeah. Diddy and Kane, really? Kanye. I said Kane. Lord, it's Kanye. Okay, that's interesting, Michael. Very, very interesting. Okay, very, very interesting. Playing devil's advocate. Wouldn't age and maturity play a role in, say, Eddie Murphy's content? Some of the funniest jokes probably wouldn't go over well now, such as the gay Mr. T and the gay honeymooners bit. Well, it's not going to go over now because we don't even have them here anymore.
But it's not the content of the jokes that he told. It's the character of the delivery.
And who he has become. See, back in the when we had the leather tams and carrying on the leather koofies and all that.
Your content is going to change based on the evolution of time
and current experience. Yeah,
time, experience, current events. As a comedian, your content changes, but your delivery, your punctuality, the pinpointness, and the character, and the clever way that you are able to adjust and adapt to different audiences through the geographical areas, that makes you an awesome comedian. He lost that, bro.
Because he got complacent.
Yeah.
And then coming out of the game of stand-up, when he started focusing on being a movie star and came out of stand-up,
And that's where a lot of them mess up. You got your first steak sandwich, bro. That's what you better remember.
Okay, same thing here. Kanye, cool started out, not so much now. Kanye he really needs to go see a therapist. That boy needs therapy. He needs therapy.
He actually needs somebody to get the demons of the succubus family out of him, because he's spiritually he's spiritually messed up. You don't
understand the succubus, not the succubus family.
Bro,
the whole family.
Bro, they don't age, bro. Those are witches.
They don't age, honey, because it's called Botox and plastic surgery. Okay.
They look in that mirror and see a scarred up, ugly face. I promise you, it's something witchcraft going on with them.
Oh.
Every black man that's successful that they latch on to and get with, he go ignorantly goofing nuts and end up by himself, and they stay rich because they got another doggone nigga's money.
Well, not just what it is. I'm gonna say, okay, yeah, because what it is, they learn how to capitalize on his money, honey. They just sit down there, that damn reality show brand of theirs, honey. They end up getting sucked into the world of reality television, which is that's their thing, honey. That's their thing. So shit, the money that they end up snatching is the money he's supposed to make it from it, and carrying on and whatever. So just being around you gives them television appearance and carrying on. And they treat it like the other way around. Like, okay, you around me, and so you get introduced into this world of blah, 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 blah. And they have redefined the whole idea of there's no such thing as bad publicity, because all publicity is good publicity.
Mm-hmm.
They have redefined that, especially now with this age of social media and reality show television. They have really redefined that for the people. You know.
I can't help but remember that clip where they were walking out and that nigga ran into that pole.
Okay. I like Bruce, but do not really like Caitlyn. Okay.
Well, I can understand that because Caitlyn hasn't done a thing that Caitlyn is able to do in the position that she is in.
Boom.
If
You know
Caitlyn,
what?
man, Caitlyn could do a lot of damage and refuse to. So
Hold on, I want to look up something. I want to see what sports do the transgender athletes compete in at the gay games? And I'm asking this because y'all know on 2020 they just did an interview with the swimmer that done got this whole thing escalated again, right?
all
Her
right,
name is Leah, whatever. Um and yeah, Leah Thomas.
Larry.
And she did a full-fledged interview and things of that nature. And I'm here. I'm stuck here. Caitlyn going public saying, "Oh, it's just not fair. It's not fair." You should be the one advocating for a transgender league, honey, because you're trans and you're fucking decathlon.
Decathlon winner.
Okay.
Medalist.
A gold medalist at the Olympics and carrying on, so you understand what that is.
You was on the Sweeties box. Now you should be on the Sweeties box. What did I say something wrong? Look, man, it's true. If they came out with a box with Caitlyn on it, doing a decathlon move with a dress on, and called it Sweeties, you telling me that wouldn't be $1 million?
Child, I would love to see her and with Martina Navratilova and Billie Jean King and all the other gay athletes, honey, who have really did something for this. As a matter of fact, Martina came out about that too. And the same thing, Martina has said, trans athletes, that it was an unfair thing. And I'm like, okay, I get where they're coming from and blah, 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 blah. We could debate the science and all of that. But my whole thing is I wanted to look up what were the categories that are specifically for transgender children at the gay games, because this is what this is, the gay games. So I'm sure they had to have had some transgender performers. Okay. They had to. They had to. Wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, catch this. Catch this. The Federation of Gay Games recognizes that gender is a significant way of defining one's identity. The dominant definition of gender as male or female, while in part pertinent to the world of sports, as it is currently organized in practice, cannot encompass the diversity of athletes' gender identities. The Federation of Gay Games also recognizes that athletes may be fluid in their identity, or that their identity might be different than the one they were assigned at birth. In order to promote inclusion, the Gay Games have endeavored to develop and implement a gender policy that will allow for inclusion of every person, including but not limited to intersex, trans, cisgender, and non-binary, as well as a safe and fair competition for all. Now, that there is the background for their gender policy. This is for the Paris Games in 2018, Gay Games number 10. Okay. Wow. Okay. Now, they say here participants need to include their gender as part of the Paris 2018 Games 10, Gay Games 10, and the Federation of Gay Games experience as follows. While registering online, a participant will need to list their legal gender based on a government issue identification with photo, either passport, national ID, or driver's license. This information will remain confidential and will be stored accordingly to the CNIL instructions. That's the Commission Nationale d'Information de Liberté. Okay. A participant lists their gender of competition, which is male, female, gender in which they feel most comfortable participating in at the gay games. Ha! Right there. That's what I was trying to get to.
Well,
right there. So if they went to go to the gay games, they wasn't competing as trans. They competed as either male or female.
Yeah. Well.
Wow. And that's 2018.
What do you think, Cupcake? Like transgender, like, okay. I always thought it would be separate games for them because of the integrity and the strength and all that.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Transgender in the Olympics, and they got their own Olympics, the gay games. And it's like, it's trying to, like, you think they would have the different competitions and stuff. I just feel like, I don't know. I mean, I see some of the people complaints, and I kind of agree with them slightly because of the masculine buildup. It's like, say, like you was a professional. Let's say you're a professional pole vault person, right? Okay, you go against Tracy, no name over here, right?
Okay.
That's one of them flip names. It could be a nigga or one.
Right.
So here comes Tracy out here, looking like Vera. I'm here to pump you up, right? Okay, so you up there, and when it's time to go, Tracy dog gonna hit the pole from the start line. Pow! And flip through the air right over the doggone thing like it's nothing, and land on her feet. You know, you do it. Boom! You fall. You come down on the pad, and then they grade you. But you looking at the form of that person, and the only reason being because it was born a man.
Uh-huh.
What problems would you have with that?
Well, here is where this is. And I say this constantly because they've been trying to say that they want to put this on where the laws are saying we can't discriminate against nobody based on gender, blah, 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 blah. And my thing is this. If they come in and you created these guidelines and said that they met the guidelines to be entered into this particular category, then that means someone along here said yes. The females who said yes that they would compete, if they said yes because they thought they could handle it, then honey, then what are we here for? The ones who said no probably did. They needed to have rallied louder because they probably didn't have enough votes to shut that down. They could have shut that down to where that person was not there to compete. Okay, as long as we got folks that say, yeah, I can handle this, then I'm going to take it on. Because again, every time we talk about the sports, we never talk about the trans man that won in boxing.
Okay.
The trans man, yeah, born female, transitioned to a man, was up against another man, and he won his bout.
I'm sorry. He probably took his money and paid for a gag order. He didn't want nobody to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He probably got one of them old school uncles. He said, "You let that speak over."
I politely beg to differ about Eddie Murphy falling off on the stand-up thing because he dropped out of the race like in 1990, and we only have his movies to judge him off of. Well, he didn't do the circuit because he started taking and going into more movies, and a lot of that in the movies, besides what he wrote, because he wrote Harlem Nights, this whole thing with Dolomite. He was part writer on that. Some of the other things where he was able to give creative freedom, we see what his comedy was. That wasn't all just sketch comedy, honey. That was him in the creative process.
My problem is this. Okay, let me tell you my problem. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not the only comedian I got the problem with. That's another one. I just don't feel like over time, right?
Keep talking. Let me go get something to drink.
I don't feel like over time, historically, that you have a kings of comedy, and Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence are not one of them.
Mm.
That don't even sound right to me.
Okay.
If they not kings of comedy, then what were they?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got to remember the stage that the Kings of Comedy tour held. When they was holding down the stage, these two guys have held those type of stages down on their own.
True that.
So that's why I feel like they bowed down versus standing up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that just kind of upset me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like no quitter. I don't do the quitter thing. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That right there gets under my skin. So, and I just feel like, yeah, you might have doggone went and done great things with movies and comedy skits and shows and all that. I get that. But at the end of the day, I feel like that always remember where you know what I'm saying, where your greatness came from. It was scripted, skitted comedy or stand-up comedy. Always remember where you came from. Before you became anybody, you was in the little, all jokes aside and the little nightclubs and stuff, get paid, chicken wings and a shot of liquor. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Those things right there should bring a humbling spirit over you. That is, every now and then, no matter how many movies you done, come back and do a stand-up.
Right. Okay. Did I get rid of it? I hope I did. I'm gonna play this for you because you wasn't here yesterday. I'm gonna play this clip especially for you because on yesterday's show we got to talking about the whole shooting and carrying on, but we were talking about the grooming and how to get these kids. Okay, how to get these damn kids. What is it that we need to do? Check this out.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A murderer because I like killing. My brain tells me if I like killing or not. I like killing because when I first watched my grown-up killing show, myself started to like killing, and then my brain started to like tell me what to do with killing in it. So I like.
It's skipping just on the first word.
It's skipping?
Don't worry about it. I saw it 30 times, and that's just ignorant as hell.
Okay.
No, I literally watched that over and over again to make sure I was hearing what I was hearing.
Right. Right. Right.
That don't want to ask the little boy what do you want to be when he grow up.
Right.
Except for that they interviewed him. They don't want to kill her. But everybody else,
is that for teachers and his family.
Yep.
And that there,
and I
want
would have put little Michael Myers in a straitjacket immediately after dinner.
I said that yesterday.
That's the problem. Everybody gonna go see what the problem is. Really, Frank came out and told y'all he's gonna murk a whole bunch of people. Y'all just gonna ignore it because he just told y'all what he's gonna do. I don't play with these children.
That's just
I don't play with these children. You said you're gonna kill somebody, you need to be in somebody.
That's why when they demeanor change, their vocals change. If you get an attitude or something, your voice goes up an octave when you're talking to me. I'm trying to tell you, from 8 years old to 21 years old, I'm gonna knock your teeth in your watch pocket before you can even think about doing what you're gonna do to me. Because right now, these kids is crazy, bro. These guys, it is certified crazy.
The FBI and every agency need to start investigating that kid family and storing data on that possible little monster now before he. That's the same thing I'm saying.
Yep.
Because see what we have to do here, because when I broke this down yesterday, I said, listen, sweeties, he done sat down there, he said this so confidently and carried on to where he said, when I watched my first adult killing show, something in my brain said, wow. And my brain started telling me to do things. Okay. And so now he wants to be a murderer. That he didn't say a killer. He said, I want to be a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
Very calmly. And he's so matter of fact about that too. And that's fucking ridiculous. And so I pride him the same way. I wonder what the follow-up to this is with this young man. Because for this to hit viral, I know your parents have gotten to this by now. Whoever your teachers got to this by now. Who in the hell are you? And what are they doing now? Because see, whatever the programming is, we could say bad seed all day. We could say whatever. But see, this would be the type of person who has no filter, no qualms or anything. Honey, he'll be the hitman in the gangster movies, or not the gangster movie, but with the organized crime. He'll be the one, because what it is, if you groom him right, and I'm saying groom him right because this would be the one like we see in the movies all the time. You know, they have no problem killing nobody because they enjoy it. Okay, this is what they enjoy doing. This is a hobby for them. It's kind of, it's the whole thing of what this means. Hold on for a second. We have no space. You can leave those in that bag and leave that bag right there. There ain't nowhere to put those yet. We have all of this because nobody wants to pay attention to these. These are the things that a lot of people don't pay attention to. When we look at all the serial killers that carrying on, that say they had this, they had a problem, they had something, this, that, and stuff going on. Everybody always, they say, oh, well, yeah, he did say that. They overlook this kind of shit here. They overlook it. The little boy was dead serious about the enjoyment of killing people. That's sad. His parents and his ancestors should be blamed for this generational curse on him. Wow, okay. Like that kid was groomed by the cat. By the cat that was shooting and killing random people from his car. Right. Okay. So yeah. All right. Well, having said all that, I want to replay that.
I don't have no opinion on that nonsense. I just don't. That stuff is self-explanatory. We living in a world where they need to take emphasis off of stuff that don't mean a thing to nobody walking and put more focus on things like this.
Exactly. Hello. Would you say that one more again for those in the cheap seats?
In the cheap seats, the government, the world, all the entities of leadership need to take the focus off what does not matter and take that energy and that money that they spending on their doggone brand new slingshots and put it back into the communities and stop this stuff. It's time to be proactive in situations like that, because that one monster means that there's a million more like him out here.
Just like him. Because see, here they're starting a damn community, honey, of like-minded folks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lord have mercy. Well, look here. We're going to let y'all get to y'all Saturday night, honey. Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money because I just got paid.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk.
You ain't staying alive, honey. You staying alive. So, okay, that be that. I'm going to take this down because we done played that. I'm deleting videos as we go along. But anyway, children, listen, we thank you for your love and your support. We want you to like, subscribe, and share on whichever platform and all platforms that you're watching this on. And if you love us like you do, honey, go and tell all your family and your friends and your good Judies, honey, your best guys, honey, you know, your fly motherfuckers and your crew, and then tell them to come on in to like, subscribe, and to share as well. But if you hate us, or don't like something we said, or in your feelings, and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, come on, Cletus, come on.
It's all right, honey, because I want you to go tell all your motherfucking enemies to come and like and subscribe and to share. All right.
Are you mad?
What I do want you to understand is this, honey, that any and everything that we're doing over here at Through the Hard Way, the Syndicate, darling, Dishing Tea with Big Meats, Let's Talk Without Nikki, honey, and Atlanta Hot Radio, and Passionate Riders Car Club, and the Outreach, okay, ministries. Listen, any and everything that we're doing with all the other subsequent businesses that we have attached to these names, honey, anything that we do in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, any and everything that we do will move forward. You can finish all of your crumpets, darling, because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech and the big guy ally over there. He's now Minister L.M. Hayes. Okay, and et cetera, honey. In the absence of Aunt Nikki, my darling, honey, she's getting ready to take the grandbaby to Philly in the morning. So that's why I'm trying to text her. She wants me to call her because everybody gone, so they're gonna need a ride to the airport because they don't want to leave the car. Okay. So having said all that, my darlings, honey, we thank you, and we'll see you guys again real soon, honey. Happy June month, honey. This is Black Music Month. This is Juneteenth coming up, honey. Y'all see on the 18th, we have our autism awareness fundraiser coming up. And also Happy Pride. And this is also the month, honey, that we're going to be celebrating. I think this is the 6th or 7th year of the Pulse nightclub massacre. So we got all that going on, honey. So on that note, my darling, and scene, honey, scene.